Here we are, back to streaming. How's everyone doing? Hope they're doing okay. We're gonna stream some Dark Souls today. Obviously, we're doing the remaster because that's sort of the version that you can play on PC that's official. Um, we're gonna mess around with a certain kind of build. As I did last stream with Dead Rising, I feel like I should preface that this is also one of my favorite games. Probably not up there as Dead Rising is, but this is definitely in top 10 for me. I really like Dark Souls 1 specifically. Can take or leave the other ones. I don't think too fondly of them. Aside from 3, I had some good times with in the past, but 1 is the one to me. This is the Dark Souls game. Elden Ring has had its DLC release recently since this recording, and it's a good time. It's a really good DLC. If you like Elden Ring, I highly recommend playing that DLC. It's very enjoyable. Um, I kind of had an interesting thing happen where uh playing that game, my build that I had created, which was a spear build, kind of focused on using the biggest shield in the game, the fingerprint set shield, and any weapon that let me poke with that shield. And I found that that build was very powerful throughout pretty much the entirety of the DLC. I don't think I ran into many bosses that didn't take more than 1 or 2 tries. I beat a lot of the like really major bosses on first try. The final boss of the DLC, like the big main plot one, I managed to complete in only 3 tries. So I kind of feel like what I got going is goaded. Hey, how's it going, Bronco? That being said, I want to see if it still works here because when I played Dark Souls 1 way back when, I was a big time Zweihander user. It's kind of great. It's a very good weapon. It breaks poise very easily in this game and slams people down. Uh, it's very satisfying, but I never did try spears out too much until Elden Ring, so I kind of want to see if it works here as well, if it's just as potent. So we're gonna go start from the very beginning. I didn't really I had a save, but it wasn't very far, so I figured I just reset it. Since it's the Dark Souls, I figure we keep the light a little dim. You don't really need to see my face. It's a moody kind of game. It's kind of not gonna be going whoa or anything like that. I've seen this before. We're good on all this. So we're gonna go with the name that my character has on. Oh, I guess we're going Pokey Peter. Can't do Peterson. Same. Jam. Alright, well, we're gonna go. Let's see. I actually didn't look at the stats for what I would require. Yeah, I would say Elden Ring is a really good game for beginners. I don't know if I'd call Dark Souls 3 a great beginner game just because it kind of has some of those. It's got a little bit of that Bloodborne vibe to it. It's very fast paced. It doesn't really reward like slower paced, more methodical styles of play as much. I feel like this is the best Souls game. If you're gonna play a Dark Souls game, play this one, and that's it. And then if you want to play Elden Ring, because that's like the newest and freshest one, you should play that too, because Elden Ring is also good. I feel like 2 and 3 are just too samey. It does the same. It's like I can't think of anything more interesting, you know? Bloodborne is also made by FromSoftware, yeah. Most of the biggest games like this are pretty much made by FromSoftware. Trying to think of what would be best for what I'm trying to do. I mean, typically, let's see. Faith is pretty good. This has some good stats. I mean, I almost might just start Deprived. I don't remember if any of these guys start with a poker or not. The Knight might. I'll give the Knight a shot. Wait, does the Warrior have different stuff? Oh, I see what they have on the... See if anyone has a poker here. Not seeing any pokers. It's sort of on the... There's like a inventory screen down there. Doesn't look like it. Prive just has solid stats. I might just do that. Honestly. I don't mind being all-rounded. Probably gonna need it anyways. We're going Deprived. I'm also a dude. I'm also gonna go Master Key because I want to make my life easier. By the way, if you don't know anything about Dark Souls 1, most of these are pointless. Except for Master Ring and this one. Yeah. Master Key is for people who know the areas, and it just kind of unlocks a bunch of doors that otherwise you'd have to unlock way later. And then Old Witch's Ring lets you speak to an NPC you otherwise wouldn't be able to speak to. But we're going to take the Master's Key because we want life to be easy today. And let's see, what kind of build do we want? Thick boy? Big head? Do we want a big head on this guy? Kind of feeling big head. Tiny head? Alright, we're a tiny head. Yeah, the choices here aren't amazing. I love how happy this guy looks, though. I'm gonna try to see if I can replicate the dude that I had some way in... We're gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna go swept back. Color light brown. Wait, no, let's go gold and customize. Let's see what we can do here. Let's get a little nasty with it. Alright. Nose. I like Pokey Pete to have a big pokey, you know. I want to make sure that he's got the distance. I have been asked if I played the Battlefield games. I have. I played a little bit of... I played a lot more 3 than any of them. I want to go back and play, like, Bad Company, because I hear those games have great story modes. It's probably good. That's good. Yeah. I feel like there's a... We're a little limited here. Let's go jaw. Make that wider. Yeah, a little pokier down there, you know? Give him some edge. Oh yeah. Now he's got 2 pokers down there. That's kind of nice. We don't need to mess with the mouth. The mouth is good. This is Chad Pinocchio, yep. I want to say, I could have sworn there was like some facial hair thing in here somewhere. Give him a jaw that can do a lot of damage at Thanksgiving. I get what you're putting down. I see what you're saying. Eyebrow? Oh, okay, wait, hold up. We got options here. Lipstick, jaw, beard. Here we go. Okay. It says it's there, but I don't see it. I'm putting it to dense. Okay, it's starting to appear. He has a sort of... Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel like his hair should be a different color now. I don't know if I'm agreeing with the blonde anymore. Red kind of works. Kind of like red. Red's fitting it. Like the eyebrows I can't change, so it's kind of like... That's just it. That's what he's got. Red boy. He's got the blue eyes too, kind of. He's sort of the rarest type of person you can find. Which makes him special, and we like Pete special. Yeah, we don't need to mess with that too much. I just want to make sure... I think his eye is very blue. Well, damn, you can barely tell the change in that. That is just minuscule. I think we're good. I think that's as good as we can really... I mean, we can make him look like an absolute freak, but I think having a big nose is probably good enough. Oh, wow. Okay, he's got... His skin got, like, paler because of that. I don't remember if I did that or not. It's kind of halfway feminine I'm seeing here somehow. I don't know how that happened. He's still got a tiny head though. Sort of, yeah, pretty much. Alright, that's good enough. Pokey Peter. We gotta get you a Pokey. What that sniffer do? Sniffs out trouble. Oh, the light.
The age of ancients.
No, not the age of ancients.
The world was unfolding.
No. My fair skin has been exposed by the white light.
A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons.
This is also the coolest opening cutscene in any of them, in my opinion.
But then there was fire.
Look how cool this is.
And with fire came disparity.
Drunk souls, yep, we're doing it.
And cold.
If I had some whiskey on me, oh boy, we get a little sloppy up in here.
And of course, light and dark.
It's been a while since I got myself some hard liqueur. Yeah, everything changed when the Fire
Then,
Nation attacked.
From the dark, they came.
People showed up.
And found the souls of lords within the flame.
This guy's so cool.
Nito, the first of the dead.
He's like a pile of skeleton heads. He's awesome.
The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of chaos.
That's also hype.
Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights.
And then everything became metal as shit.
So easily
And here's the
forgotten.
DLC boss. Maybe, possibly, we don't know. Still a mystery. Who is the furtive pygmy and
With the
why do they have a
strength
part of the major flame?
lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms.
They said, fuck them dragons. All my homie hate them dragons.
Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were
Bitch.
no more.
It's so good. These dragons got fucked up by everybody.
Thus began the Age of Fire.
Now people
But
can live,
soon
sort
the
of.
flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now,
Yeah,
there
very
are
good
only
voice.
embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights.
This lady killed it with this
And
narration.
amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Got a lot of like Lord of the Rings movie vibes, you know? Like really dark version of that, I guess. Those are a bit more lighthearted. I'm really excited to see how this spear build works out. I do realize now that I kind of started with the one of the worst shields in the game, so that's not going to be too beneficial to me.
Yes, indeed.
But I know where some good ones are at. We
The
can
dark
fix
sign
that.
brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Yep. Oblivion type shit.
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
There we are.
Is your fate.
Look at that mane. We are undead. Look at those tutorial messages on the ground waiting for us to read them. God, we look awful. Oh. We must gain our human form. Who's that guy? It's like, hey, you want out with me? You're cool, get in. I like the way your head looks, G. I like how small it is. I like how pokey it is. We got the dungeon cell key. We got a straight sword hilt, not even a full sword. We got the black separation crystal and some dark sign. Key to the dungeon of the asylum to the north. A mysterious knight, without saying a word, shoved a corpse down into the cell. On its person was a key. Who was this knight, and what is his purpose? There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. So I'm not going to read every single one of those inventory things, but that is kind of how the lore is presented to you if you're not familiar with the Souls thing. I feel like everyone kind of knows this at this point. But, yeah. I'll try to, like, sort of summarize some of the stuff that we're looking at, because I'm familiar enough with it. I don't have all of it in my head. I don't choose to keep the information of every RPG that I've played tucked away. It's just too much. I've overdone it. Look at this freak. He's a meanie. And to answer Bronco's question if I played Mafia games, no, I have not. As you can see, we can still kill with this hilt. This hilt is still doable. I had a friend who played Dark Souls 3 and completed it with just the hilt. Because he was crazy like that. Pokey needs to eat. Pokey needs to munch on some souls of some living evil beings that haunt this world. That is how we shall feed this boy. Also humanity. Humanity helps him. We can get some humanity on this guy. Will probably be a little better. Alright, here's your little bonfires. Restores all your health and such. Free. Also resets every enemy. Every time you've killed an enemy, that enemy will respawn if you sit on that. We're gonna run this way because there's this guy. He's kind of a jerk. We don't have the right tools, so we're gonna walk through here. I don't know what Banisher's Ghost of the New Eden is. I'm not sure what that is, but maybe it did. This game did inspire a few games going forward. Though, maybe it's like the newer... I would say the newer Dark Souls games definitely got more traction than this one. Like, this is not... Like, this game is, to me, the best Dark Souls, but it is not the most popular by any means. A lot of people started on 2 because they heard about Dark Souls 1. I might check that game out, though. Is it like a... What kind of game is it? Kind of interesting. The Banisher's Ghost of Eden. I'm typically not super into... Oh, we got our club. Ugh. The other, like, if it's like a Souls-like game, I don't usually play a lot of games that are like Dark Souls, aside from the ones made by FromSoftware. I'm kind of just, I'm pure like that when it comes to Dark Souls. I just put me on the main course. I'll play Bloodborne, I'll play the other one. I didn't really play Sekiro, though. I'm not super interested in that. But I'm willing to try out some of the other, like, games that are like this. I know that they're good ones. I've heard Neo is good.
Oh, you.
This is our buddy. This is the guy.
Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
We should probably hear this guy out. You know, he did help us. I saw that comment though. That seems cool. Ghostbusters existed in pre-revolutionary times. That sounds like it could be kind of rad if done well. I will listen to you.
I have failed in my mission.
Our buddy got messed up,
Perhaps
unfortunately.
you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: "Thou who art undead art chosen. In thine exodus from the undead asylum, maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords."
That's a pretty wild saying,
Thou
bro.
ringeth the bell of awakening.
Oh, it keeps going.
The fate of the undead.
You said this is a saying? Do people say this every day?
And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Let's go, baby. Estus flask. Estus flask. Estus flask. It's the most delicious looking healing item.
I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
Poor guy. Yeah, so that's kind of the thing with this game's world is, like, death is sort of unique. When you die, you don't... Typically, one does not die in this world. They are constantly reborn, but if they lose their, like... If they lose their passion or if they lose their will to go move on, then they become hollow, and that's kind of what this guy's referring to. This guy's done. He's been defeated. He's over it. So he's calling it here, and he said, "Hey, I'm going. Take my shit. Good luck, homie."
I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
Poor guy. we listen closely, he gone. Deaded. GG. Oscar, I think is his name. Alright, we opened up that shortcut. This leads to the bonfire that we sat at earlier. But we still have an asshole in front of us. We gotta take care of him first. This club does some good damage, so it should be able to handle him. We're gonna need a good shield if we're gonna do the pokey build. Oh man, I just tried to... No! I'm in Elden Ring mode. I tried to do a counter shield stab. That's not a mechanic that is in this game. Oof. I had a decent 4th of July. I worked mostly on it. It wasn't bad, though. I got paid earlier, so I went ahead and got myself an upgrade for my PC, which hopefully will let me run games without them freaking out on me. Coming in soon, so I'm excited for that. It was nice. People were sort of nice. Stomp on him. A silent demon. Let's go. Ooh. Okay, I can't be doing my pokey stuff. The shield ain't made for that. I gotta dodge. We get on his booty. He has a hard time. Run this way. Oh shit, no, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally hit that button. Oh. For those who have played Elden Ring, they may recognize this move list from certain avatars of a certain tree. They reuse this, like, skeleton and its move list for so many different games. Like, Dark Souls 3 has some of these guys, and Elden Ring has a ton of that enemy in it, but, like, with more health. More damage, more moves. I just didn't have 4th of July off. It wasn't like I was working overtime or something. I was just working that day because they needed me to. And now we leave the asylum.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Bird. Bird up. This bird's gonna take us somewhere. You know, usual stuff.
Pilgrimage
That's right.
to the
Figaro
land
gotta
of
eat.
the ancient lords.
Figaro needs the best of the best kind of care.
Lordran.
Lordran. That's where we're headed. The kingdom of Lordran. I like this place a lot. Like, the world design in this is really cool. Whee! Here we are. Firelink Shrine. This is also my favorite, one of my favorite songs. I think this is my favorite soundtrack in a Souls game still. So if we had humanity, we could reverse our hollowing, which would make us not look ugly. But for now, we'll just level up. Actually, before we level up, I might go do a little Little run. Oh, hey, humanity. Let's go. All right. Hey, what's up, feller?
Well, what do we have here? You must
You're
be a
ugly.
new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
What does who smell like? This guy or me? This guy smells probably like rotten lemons, I would say.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a
Me?
bit.
I probably smell like a lamination machine. Laminating paper.
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collected bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
Hey, you. My boy speaks to me. It's like, wait, come this way. I don't want you picking me up. Boy, come here. Come here, you. Like, dog. It's playing hard to get. I can do that too. Alright. So this guy basically gave us a rundown. We're gonna try to find some bell. What the heck was that? Anyone see that flash too? That was weird. Figaro actually really likes being held, which is not a normal cat thing, but he does really like, if you just pick him up and hold him, he immediately just starts purring. So this game's kind of rad in that it's not necessarily open world, but it's kind of open in that you can just kind of go in any direction. There's sort of 3 areas we can go. We can go down here, which leads to an entire zone. Also, there's this lady right here. Too. She cannot speak though, so, but she can reinforce stuff. You can try talking to her. But we're gonna go to this other area first because there's some weapons in there that I'm gonna need. And I want to see what stats they require before I level them up. Watery zone in here. Oh yeah, there's actually another fella in here. There's another buckaroo hanging in this place. There he is.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Yeah, so, yeah. Got a little bulb cut mother... Boy, I swear to... Nah, I'm kidding.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Hey, copper coin.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? that please you?
Or
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
sure. We'll join the Way of White for now. We got a copper coin out of it.
Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
And there we are. We can seek guidance, which would just let us see more summon signs, essentially. Lots of healing stuff here. Faith is all about, like, support skills. Get a talisman. We're good. We're going to learn this gesture. Shrug. That's important.
My companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm.
There's some video game characters. I'm kind of bouncing off the chat because they're talking about animal names, but I would... Typically, I do like to name animals after, like, some, like, fictional character. I mean, Figaro is named after the Pinocchio cat because the Pinocchio cat's adorable. But I feel like, yeah, if I got any other cats, I mean, I have a name for, like, a lady cat that I would name it, but a part of me is sort of wondering if I should pivot off of naming my animals like fictional nerd stuff and instead just name them all Italian names, because I kind of realized all the animals in my life have all been Italian, and I kind of love that, or at least in their names. Kratos is a good name for a dog, though, I will say.
Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Yeah, I'm gonna name my next cat Peppino Spaghetti. A nice happy medium. Alright, so I saw when I was looking into spears that there's a spear in here somewhere, and I'm gonna find it. I don't know where, but I'm gonna get it. Oh shit, that's not the right one. It might be over here. Yes, that's it. And if you want this Y-hander, I believe it's right here. Yep, beautiful. Alright, now we book it. We don't need to fight these guys. Don't worry about it. Also, the bird is still here. Hello, big bird. They do reassemble like Legos. Alright. Oh, look, another player. Oh, by the way, if you ever hear a bell ring, that's a player beating a boss and ringing the bell that guy was just referring to. Alright, so it looks like we can already wield it. Or no, we can't. Okay, so it's 13 strength and 15 dex. Let's do it. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna need some more dex. Oh. We're gonna need a better shield anyways, so... Y-hander requires 24 strength, so it's a big boy weapon, but man is it worth it. That thing just absolutely kills bosses, man. We're going to go ahead and go the regular path. This is sort of the intended path in a way. You can go the way I was going in that graveyard to go find another like section of the game, or we can go like further down into the Firelink Shrine to seek out other zones, but I'm gonna see if I can find certain things from this area first. I believe there are some decent shields this direction. I kind of like how many bosses in this are sort of optional. Actually, not even sort of. There's just a lot of optional bosses in this that you'd think otherwise you'd have to beat to get to the end of the game. This club does the work. And the shield isn't, like, the worst either. Like, I am taking a little damage, but... maybe, I mean, I am fighting some pretty low level enemies. I bet if I got further in the game, there would be some guys who'd be kicking my ass right now. And you can also jump over to that bridge, and there's an NPC that shows up later there, but not until much later. Yeah, I'm rocking the cereal box as a shield right now. This thing is wimpy. It's a wimpy shield. Big rat. Big tank. You know what? I'm gonna mess with something real quick. I'm not gonna be able to hear the game, but I want to see. My chat window is actually quite small on my end, so I want to see if I can enlarge in that a little. I want to see more history here. I was missing some other dialogue that was happening earlier. And I just want to make sure I'm queued all the way in. You know what I'm saying? All right. That's good. Now I can see the chat. Yep. Ratatouille reference. I wish I could say I have a favorite WWE wrestler in my head, but I haven't watched enough to know, like, all the peeps. I respect what John Cena has been doing recently. I think he's a really entertaining individual. I always, like, as a kid, visually, I always thought Rey Mysterio was, like, one of the coolest, but he's wearing, like, a cool mask, so that makes sense. I don't know. I don't have an answer for the wrestling thing. I haven't watched enough wrestling to say for sure. I've only seen it in the wild myself. There's someone up there. He's walking around. Go through this white light, which in other games usually indicates a boss, but in this game it just means you're entering a new area sometimes. That there is a Drake. I used to kill the frame rate in this game. It showed up. That's sort of the best thing about this remaster. People have their gripes with this re-release of the game. Woo! That hurt. Oh, this might be bad. This might be bad. Oh, this is a little bad. This is a little bad. Getting a little hairy. Woo. Alright. Good orange juice. Alright. Open this door. Shield. New shield. No longer do we wield plank. Now we wield wood. Decorated with a white dragon. It does... It's better. It's better than what I had, for sure. I'm not even gonna touch that. Cereal box has been benched. We might run around before we respawn all these enemies. Sit down and get the refresher. We got the upgrade. We're gonna stick some clothes on this fella the moment we get the opportunity. I ain't like playing some like crazy run where I'm not wearing clothes. Like I'm just trying to build like a good build. Oh, that hurt. Kick him. Quit blocking. Pete gets his daily source of fiber from the enemies that he slays. Look at this fella. He thinks he's smart. Come on. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. I can block now. Die. Aw, shit. Got some loincloth. Waistcloth. He's getting a little better. Getting good.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
You like how he's petting his broken barrel? He's got some talismans. He's got some tings. This is a pretty good one. The bottomless box is also worth it. He's also got another spear in here we could probably get later, just to turn into a different spear later on when we beat a boss. The heater shield is good, from what I understand. We will probably get that. I'm going to try to get the poker first, so we're going to use these souls for levels.
Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up above, there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place,
He's
it might
Chicago
even be
type
your
beat.
grave.
Oh, he's a little goober.
What a waste of time. Go and fall off a cliff.
Squidward-like individual. He's pissed at me for not spending money. Don't worry, we'll spend money soon. I got some things in your store that I want to buy. Come on then, show me what you got. Oh shit, I did that by accident. Not used to the kick. The kick is kind of weird in this game. To do a kick, you have to push forward and the attack button at the same time, so sometimes that comes out, sometimes it doesn't. I kind of like being a depraved because it almost feels like every piece of gear kind of matters now. Like I would never wear this like crappy loincloth unless I had nothing to wear. So that's cool. It's kind of nice. Also, the jump in this game is insane, I will say. Like I'm used to it, but boy, are they crazy for making it the way they did. The way you do jumping in this is you run and you tap. So running is holding B. So, you know, we crab clawing right now. Yeah, my tongue twisting. But to do a jump, you need to be sprinting, and then you need to let go of the sprint button and then tap it again. That's how you jump. And so you can only jump really moving forward. You can't do like a still jump or anything. Elden Ring, that's the reason you should probably play Elden Ring, is just because the jump is on the jump button and it jumps and you don't have to do a bunch of crazy bullshit to activate it. Like, it just kind of makes sense. So, in that regard, I would say, yeah, Elden Ring is probably an easier game to play than this. But this game is a little slower and a little less daunting, I would say, than that game. He's in 3D Pizza Tower. Man, this game wishes it could control as well as Pizza Tower does. Oh. I don't know what it is, chat, but some of my favorite games are a bunch of games that play like weird as fuck. Dead Rising is definitely a game that does not play like a normal person game, but I love it, and this is also one of those games. I do use social media, definitely. The one that I use the most is Twitter, because that is what I like from the social media, just to be updated on what's happening more than anything. I use Instagram a little bit to post artwork. That's kind of it. I have not used TikTok at all. I understand the appeal, but it is not for me. That's just the way it is. Thank you for the frog comment. I'm gonna need some more souls. We might just have to fight the boss just to get souls, man. I wasn't gonna do it earlier because I was kind of like, eh. But I kind of want that spear, man. How much do I need to level up again? Oh, it doesn't say on here. Let me see. Yeah, 800. Okay. Twitter is the Dark Souls of social media. See, I just don't have a problem with Twitter like a lot of people do. I'm assuming that people allow just the worst things possible on their timeline, and they don't use the block button or the I'm not interested in this button, because that kind of makes my life easier or less painful than I guess for some. I don't think Twitter is like depressing or anything, but also I just kind of view it as like this is how society is. Like, this is the deepest, most like some people are like, you know, putting on the facade like they are in real life, but then some people are just letting themselves be open and ugly, and that's just life, man. That's just the world we live in. Like, I ain't gonna drown out people. Though, that Elon guy is being pretty fucking dumb about it recently, huh? He's making so many stupid decisions, it's crazy. My favorite thing to draw right now is actually probably the Bullfrog character that I have, Bullfrog Ben, or Ben the Bullfrog. I do need to focus on it a little more recently, but yeah, I've got a project in the works, and my goal is to make it where I really like drawing every one of those characters, so I can keep drawing them as much as I want. I got a group. I got a whole thing going. I'm not gonna get too into it because I'd rather it be out and in the world than me just say things about it, but yeah, I like drawing my little frog character, and I like drawing a little amphibian folk, little cartoony amphibian folk. What did I just pick up? I didn't even look at it. Oh yeah, the gold resin. That's right. Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be handy. No, we're gonna, before we do that, fight this guy up here. He's gonna shoot at us. He's gonna be annoying. The dude with a shield is walking up. Hey, you guys. You know what? Let's just make our lives easier. Let's use a firebomb. Alright, that missed, but it got that guy. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, baby. We're gonna equip the resin, because the resin is very handy. It applies lightning damage to a weapon. We're gonna use that pretty soon here. Oh, shit. Now, we could go fight this boss. It could also go down that way if we want. But I do have enough souls to level up. You know what? Let's level up. I want the levels. I don't mind running that again. I'm chill with that. I kind of remember that this game is a little meaner with some of the bonfire placements than the later ones. It's not going to be like beating a boss is going to give me a nice, safe place. Not quite. All right. We got the motherfucking wing spear. Poke. This, holy crap, that does a lot of endurance. That's way more endurance than in the later games. That is a skill. This is the move I use to kill pretty much every single Elden Ring boss in the game. That poke is so strong because in that game, if you spec your character out right, you can get your stamina back really easily. You have a really good shield. You can basically attack while they're attacking, and it ignores them. Like, instead of taking damage and having to dodge all these really insane moves, I just stand there and manage my stamina bar well enough, and then I can just kind of chip away at their health. Now, immediately, I'm already noticing my endurance is awful, so that might not work the same in this game, but we're still going to give it a shot. Also, the counter-strike is not in this game, which is also a really handy attack. You know what? We can feed this man. Oh, hey, look. We got 2 different sets of armor. Let's give him some... Yeah. Oh, he's med rolling now. All right. We're gonna feed this man. You know what? He's been messed up for too long. Okay, so we put humanity in him. Now, let me just make sure, yeah, no passwords, so we're playing online. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna reverse our hollowing. Booyah. Aw, shit. There he is. The boy. Now, we can also kindle, because we have enough to do that. That will give us some more Estus Flask when we're sitting here. Yeah. Yeah, now Pete is in sort of full form. He's still lacking in the clothes department, but... Put a helmet on him. He's raring to go now. Come at me, world. I can block and stuff. And that's how we did it. That's how we played Elden Ring. Alright, so we get 3 pokes before we run out of stamina. We're definitely gonna have to fix that. Bro, limes though? Talking about limestone. Let's talk about limes. Limes rule. Limes are awesome. Oh shit. Yeah, we still poking. We still Petey. Peter. Pokey Peter. Lime and lemon stone. Mmm. Yeah. I feel like myself again. Oh. I already know what shield I'm getting next. Oh. Get out of here, punk. Yeah, that's right, sucker. Alright. So, usually one would go this way to go fight the boss, but since we kind of want a better shield than what we have, we can use the master key to open this fella. Yeah. What? Lamb's talking about drinking cave stone water? That's funky. You want some pulp in this orange juice? Because I'm not really a fan of that. Alright, so there's going to actually be, like, you know, where we're going, there's going to be an asshole. This guy is going to try to murder us. Murderize our ass. There he is. We get iframes from opening the door, and we're running. So that dude is totally worth killing later because he has a really great ring on him. But for now, we're going to ignore that. We're also going to ignore these assholes over here because they're going to kick our ass. We're just going to go this way. This is another big open zone. I want to say the Grass Crest shield is around here somewhere. I'm going to try... I want to say it's higher up maybe. But if not, we go lower. Oh, is that it right there? Oh, 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 that got a little hairy. But we're still good. Go ahead and heal. Pop off. Okay, we got some armor. Okay, that's some regular clothes. We can wear that. Let's do that. There we go. Now he's looking like a dude. And we got a slightly faster roll. So that's nice. Oh, we gotta kill this guy before he disappears. My stamina's too low. But I'm kind of hit stunning him. He's not going anywhere. Alright, we got some Twinkling Titanite. Is it lower than this? It might be lower. Okay, yeah, we definitely went the wrong way. It's supposed to be lower. Yeah, typically when I'm drinking any drink from a glass, I like to like hold on to it hard enough to where it breaks in my hands and the glass like shatters and like my hand I bleed all over the place. That's how I like to That's how I like to enjoy my drinks, usually. That's right. Every sip is an event leading towards the inevitable. So there should be another asshole down here, probably. Yep, there he is. And there's the shield we need. Oh! Oh! Alright, so we died, but we got the thing we needed. And we got some better gear while we were here. Now we got this better... The regeneration of the stamina is enhanced. We now look like ass again because we lost our humanity. But it is what it is. What is my favorite drink? Cheap answer would probably just say water, because that's just the most refreshing, and I drink that the most. But, for fun, it'd probably be like Asahi beer. I'm a big fan of Asahi. I would have said Sapporo a little bit ago, but yesterday I found some Asahi in the town that I live in finally. And finding it in a store has been very rare for me and my roommate, and we've been searching for it far and wide, and finally a store is selling Asahi, and we are very happy with that. Thank God. That Asahi rules. It's like a very smooth beer, you know, the rice beers go down nice. I'm a big fan of that, and I think that's probably my favorite drink right now if I were to pick one. Recently, I've been getting into Modelo's, though. I kind of like Modelo's. Like, as a, basic drink to find in bars, for a while, it was Blue Moons for me. Because I like wheat beer, right? But Modelo kind of hits harder than Blue Moon to me. Too much coriander, I guess. I guess that's the thing I'm not into from that. Fast and Furious type beef. Fast and Furious, they drink the Corona, alright? Get your facts straight. Corona is good too, but I think I prefer Modelo's. Alright, let's fight this boss. Got the resin in hand. Now, before we fight the boss, we should probably get these guys out of the way. They're gonna be annoying. Yeah, so the reason we got this shield, by the way, in case you're wondering, it has, really good physical reduction. It's still not the best, but it also has stamina recovery on it, which is kind of the big thing that I'm trying to hold on to right now. That's good. That's good stoof. Alright. We're gonna... Lightning up. He ain't gonna like that. And there he is, and now we run. Oh my. Alright, there we go. Yeah. You know, a repeat of that first boss we fought. Oof. Still decent. Oh, I'm definitely gonna need a better shield for this Pokey build. It ain't gonna fly the same way. I'm taking lots of damage from trying to block that. Oh, shit. Well, we can still poke him. It still works. The poker is still good. Return to the cereal box shield. No way, bro. No way, bro. No way. Alright. That's a boss down. We're probably gonna level up our stamina, because hot damn. Do we have poopy stamina right now? Alright, you guys ready to meet the best NPC in any FromSoftware game? This is him. This is the guy. Like, look at that. Look at that introduction. What is he looking at? What do you think that is?
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Soler of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
He is such a great guy.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Yeah, what do you gotta say, Solaris? Tell me what you got cooking.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows.
This man smells like Sunny D.
Mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
Let's go.
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land.
Should we do some summoning in this stream chat? Should we go help some folks?
The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
We might have to go do some bell tower shenanigans. We might just have to do that before the end of the stream.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun.
This guy's
The
awesome.
sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
So, I was talking a little bit to my buddies about this when it comes to Souls games, but I feel like, since Dark Souls 1... Oh, yeah. Oh, you're not wrong. He kind of does sound like, Ewan McGregor's, Ben Kenobi. You're not wrong. I was gonna say that I feel that this is sort of an untapped energy for FromSoftware. Like, they use this too sparingly. I think the next FromSoftware game that is a Souls-like should be way less grim and more, like, exciting and fresh and, like, I don't know, like, something that gets people into it that aren't into the doomer vibes that are going on in every single one of these games. Like, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring, all of the games they've ever... Sekiro, even, to an extent, like, all their games have, like, the world is fucked, and everything sucks, and everyone in it is depressed. We need more, like, yo, you're the hero, you saved the world, man. It's not just like you sit on a chair and suddenly everyone thinks you're cool. It's more like, I want something where we actually protect and save people. You know what I mean? Like, good vibes would be nice, and I think the fact that Solaire is still the most popular character in a Souls game is telling that people like the goofy nature or like the more like light-hearted stuff than, I don't know, the depression. The depression is still like good. Like, they do some good writing. I think the story in Elden Ring is still solid. I just think that it's kind of samey at this point. I'm kind of tired of the whole everything sucks vibe. Like, I kind of would like it if everything sucks and then we made it good finally, actually, though, for real this time. And not like, maybe the world is better. I don't know. It depends on your outlook.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind.
But maybe people like that ambiguous nature. I mean, I think the story can still be ambiguous. I just wish that it was a little more, like, fulfilling in some sense. I think it's telling... I think it's telling that I got to the end of the Elden Ring DLC and I didn't even realize it was over. Because what I did didn't feel like an end or like I solved the problem. And I know that I got to the end because I looked it up to make sure. And I did in fact complete all the bosses. But everything still sucked. So what the fuck? What's the point of it all, man? Also, we might die here. Oh! Oh! Okay, we're good. We're safe. And we got a little shortcut. Hey, look at that. Look at that right there. Look at where we've been. Just right above. Isn't that awesome? I'm fine without this game. Souls games with a battle pass would be wild. That'd be crazy. Okay, so that is, yeah. I got the chat was like, but I thought the dragons were all dead. That one's technically not a dragon. I hate to be the guy with the nerd, the boing, but so like there's drakes in this is what they're called. They're dragons are the ones that have like all four limbs and the wings. I don't know why that was hard for me to remember, but yeah, the drakes only have legs, like the feet and the wings. Yeah. So that is a drake, if you're wondering. Why did a drake just show up? Well, there's a way to cheese this too. I'll do it like this. You wait long enough, he gets a little upset. Yep. This is one of the many victims of Kendrick Lamar that we must get past. I don't think anyone in this chat right now is keeping up with the beef, but that new music video was pretty hot. Kendrick is cooking. That is the cheese. Hello. Alright. Look at all those enemies waiting, and that dragon is still gonna show up, so that bridge is just messed up. This over here is where you would praise the sun, as it says. This is where the sun covenant shows up eventually. It takes a minute. Can we level up from that? No. Still got a little ways to go. Alright, to the bell tower we go! We're gonna do some multiplayer this stream. Oh, you know what? I kind of want to go and get... Yeah. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to go get a different shield. We're going to get that heater shield. Oof! The sounds for your character taking damage are wacky in this game. Absolutely funky. Okay, this guy. Being a jerk. Come on, buddy. Why you gotta do it on this? Goodbye. I like these areas a lot. I probably could have spent some more time looking at Firelink. We might do that once we get to back there. We'll get there eventually. I'm gonna see if I can purchase this heater shield. And maybe the box. I might get the box. If I can manage it. I think I have some souls I can pop in me pockets. Hey yo. Oh man, the Taco Bell. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wouldn't mind some Taco Bell right now. I'm feeling that, man. You say that in the chat. Fire sauce on a Dorito Loco Taco. Do what you want to do. There ain't no rule at all. Oh, we reached it. Ayo.
They're still keeping your marbles all together? Then go ahead. Don't be a nitwit. Never hurts to splurge when your days are numbered.
What would Solaire's Taco Bell order be? Oh. I don't know what food he'd be getting, but I know he'd be ordering that Baja Blast because he's a blast of a guy. He's a good time. You know what I'm saying? He's a Baja buddy. Feel me? Oh, hey, there's some, like, better armor in here. $500 each. Let's see if we can get some of that. So happy. We got some large souls. Let's use that. Okay.
Oh, I hope you've brought plenty of...
Alright, let's get some chainmail up in this. Oh, we need some more.
Oh, thank you very much. Come back soon.
What would Frank order? Frank West from the titular Dead Rising game? Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Oh, no. I don't think he would go for the Dorito Loco Taco. I think if he were to get something... I think he'd get like a... I see him being like a 3-pack Taco Supreme, maybe. I don't know. I don't have the whole menu in my head, but I want to say that guy goes supreme, right? Like he gets all the ingredients up in there, whatever it is. He's not just he's going to the full degree. That man can eat anything. I don't know if you've played his games, but that guy just gulps down food. Like he'll probably order the entire menu so he can stash it in his pocket, so like for an upcoming boss fight. You know what I'm saying? Get what I'm putting down?
Ow. I hope you brought...
Oh, he's a 3 taco guy for sure. For sure.
Thank you kindly.
All right. We got the chainmail. Would Frank West eat his camera in a dire situation? I really hope it never gets that dire for him. I hope the best for Frank West. That's my 2 cents on that. I don't think he would eat the photograph. Or the photo device. Alright. Since we have a bottomless box, we're going to stuff away all the stuff we don't need. Okay, we'll keep the bow on. And we'll put away that, and then we'll keep the cereal, I guess. And that's it. We don't need to do that. There's not really like an item, like weight thing or anything, but if you're wearing stuff, you get weighed down. Damn. I don't want to imagine a world where Frank is fighting his camera. You know, I could probably finish this set out with a little bit of the, hey, yo, you, hello, my boy, Figaro appearance, blue cat moment, blue cat moment, blue cat moment. Blue cat moment. I might need to take my shirt off, or my shirt. My jacket. I need to take my jacket off, man. Yeah, Figaro's the pimp, and I'm his hoe. Okay, so technically we didn't die. We can actually go back to that forest zone if we feel like it. To get those souls. But it's not actually that big a deal, I don't think. I think we'd probably be fine without it. Ooh, got a little risky there. Now we're gonna finish out the set. It's bothering me. I don't like these gloves. And then we'll probably go do the bell tower stuff. This is it. This is how we Dark Souls, boys and girls. We run through the same areas more than once so that we make sure we got all the stuff we need before we make our way forward. Because if we rush forward, we won't be prepared. Gotta take your time and, you know, smell the roses and stuff. Otherwise, what's life?
Ow, still think never had.
That's life.
Oh, I come back.
All right. Onward. My pokey nose is still sticking out with his pokey chin. Kind of like how the lights in the game, when they get bright, they sort of shine onto my face in the camera, so it, you know, yeah. Aesthetic. Oh no. Ouch. Ouch. Poke. I've been poisoned. Tint my whole screen blue. We don't gotta go that far. We don't gotta do that. But you can show me how, I might try it sometime. Because honestly, this game might look pretty cool with a big blue filter on it. I don't know why, but like that kind of blue Y2K aesthetic kind of thing with like the whites and the blues and stuff. Kind of get down with it. There's some Kamen Rider series I watched that kind of had that blue tint to it in the early aughts that I kind of fuck with. Okay, so chat is asking what's the difference between this game and Elden Ring story-wise. Not too well. Okay, there's a lot that are different, but the general vibe is the same. Obviously, the world is screwed and people are stuck in death loops that they're trying to escape, and the old kingdom is sort of like dead and gone. That's sort of weird flashes that just happen every once in a while. But Elden Ring is in a different place. It has a lot of the same aesthetic and, you know, gameplay mechanics, but it takes place in a place called the Lands in Between, where this game is sort of focused on Lordran, the Kingdom of Lordran, which is like sort of a major hub where, you know, they talked about Gwyn in the beginning of the story. That's where this is sort of like the kingdom of the humans, and it sort of like stems into other places. You'll get to, throughout this game, you get to see, you know, where Nito hung out and where the witches of Izalith hung out, and then like the dark depths, and eventually you get to see like sort of where all these characters like came from, and like, and the goal of this game is to rekindle the flame or to let it die out. Like you're sort of deciding the fate of the world in front of you. Elden Ring is about a kingdom that was taken over by, well, maybe it's kind of spoilers to talk about it, but it's sort of obvious that the tree is sort of the big symbol in that game, where there's a almost like otherworldly tree like came down and these people started worshiping it, but the tree like stole the cycle of life away from them, and so they no longer are beholden to death, and there are people who are like fighting against the tree, there are people who are fighting for the tree, and you're sort of picking a side on, like, there's a lot of different endings in that one. This one only has like 2 endings, but Elden Ring has like 5 or 6 where you're like choosing different factions and their beliefs on, is this tree like good for the world, or is it like causing more damage than it is good. You know, you're kind of and there's a lot of funky stuff with that. I mean, magic is sort of reworked. Like everything is like magic in this game is sort of forbidden knowledge, and it's just magic. It doesn't really have like a true origin, whereas in that game it's like star energy, and there's like people with blood mechanics and stuff, and it's just it's funky. It's kind of going further with this concept, and it's got a little bit of that George R.R. Martin vibe of there are like betrayals and secret loves and incest and, you know, all the stuff that you would see in, you know, your Game of Thrones possibly. Anyways, there's this bull over here. We're gonna ignore him for now. He's kind of an asshole, and I know that this weapon is okay, nerd. Yeah, pretty much. But when you get down to it, these games are pretty much the same. Like, they have a lot of the same stuff, a lot of the same, like, tone and, like, finding worth in, like, the worst of life kind of thing. That's your difference. This game focuses more on dragons. Dragons are present in Elden Ring, but they kind of have a different place in the story. This one's like, dragons are dead. There's only like really one left, and like, you know, you're seeing like remnants of their civilization, but in that game, there's like a ton of dragons chilling, doing their own thing, and they kind of have their own like story in that. It's not getting wiped out by a bunch of different factions who are pissed at them for whatever reason. You can take this boar head on, but there's actually an easier way to deal with him, and it's this alluring skull. This boar is a jerk. He's sort of a later game enemy, like placed in the early game to mess with you. But there's also this skull that I have right here that will draw his attention, and now he shall burn himself. Okay, he's a little upset. You gonna go back towards it? He took the damage. He's like, okay, I'm not that stupid. What if I hit it again? And now he burns. Okay. That didn't work. But we got two more. Let's tap another one in there. That's how we get it done. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah, this poke build's alright. You're definitely losing way more stamina than you do in like that like attack is like a very little pip in Elden Ring. How many times have I played the Dark? I imagine you're trying to say Dark Souls. I've played Dark Souls 1 a lot. I played 3 a couple times. I like 3 as well, but not as much. I played 1 a bunch. Probably the most out of any of them. I think I played like Elden Ring twice, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know if I'd call it twice, because I played it on PlayStation all the way through once. And then I started New Game Plus, but I didn't really finish it. And then I finished the DLC on New Game Plus. And I have a PC version of them that I want to play. but I'm gonna have to wait for my parts to come in. I'll probably play more of that after that, but this is the one I played the most for sure. Played it quite a few times. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but I've played it like definitely like probably 10 times maybe. All the way, well, maybe not all the way through. I've probably played it like nearing that, like a good chunk. A lot, let's just say. But I've never played it like this, with the spear. It's not bad. It's alright. It does the job. It's... I need to probably get, like, a better shield to make it more effective. Oh, shit. Two jerks. Oh, shit. He's sipping, and he's blocking. He said, don't hit my buddy. Oh, there's another one. You know what? I don't feel like playing ball. We're going this way. Alright, we can handle these two. Wait, what? I actually don't know what that pop-up was about. Okay. Maybe hearing a little clanking of metal going on down here. This is gonna be a good spot for our boy, Pokey. Hey there, buddy.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of a store.
This guy's lips work.
If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Yeah, we don't have any upgrade materials, but this is how we would do it. He's got a few weapons on him. He's got the Cestus, that's a hype weapon. They're alright shields. Don't really need them necessarily.
I'll be seeing you then. Be careful out there.
Oh, I forgot to talk to him. Yeah, this guy is probably the most chill guy.
Well, hello again. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged? Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you, so pay them a little respect, eh?
I like this guy. I want to say myself instead of myself.
Careful out there.
Just on a whim. Myself needs some more Sapporo. Alright. Well, we're pretty much in front of the church. We can probably start, Oh, you know what? We got a little bit. There's a little bit more before we, fight the big boss in this area. We gotta do some couple little fights here. Oh, man. Lovely. Come on, then. Yeah, drink that. Drink that L. That's what you're getting from that drink. Alright, there's two jerks in here. There's that jerk. There's a jerk up there that's going to be a jerk. Both are jerks. Let's draw this one out first. It's a way bigger jerk. Now that's a shield I can use right now, man. That's a shield that would be real nice for my build. Oh, that does very little. That does very little damage. Well, the damage we're doing, I guess. He's taking it. He's slow. I'm strafing around him. He doesn't like that. He's drinking. No, no, no. I didn't know he drank. Oh. Few pokes here and there. Yeah. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we can poke this out. This can be poked. This can be poked. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, we got some armor. We looking oof heavy. I've never seen that drop off that guy. That's hype. That's a rare drop. We got the goods, baby. Damn. Damn, we thick now. Now we just need armor to match it. I know where to get some. Okay, fine. We're making one more detour, okay, chat? Just one more little detour before we, you know. I might actually have to take off this, yeah, we're just gonna shirtless it. Oh. Just for the movement, real quick. I need a burst of speed. Because this guy's a jerk. But we don't need to fight him yet. We can wait until we're stronger. We don't have to fight every enemy in front of us. Well, we'll probably fight these guys. He doesn't take a lot of damage from that. No Zweihander in terms of damage. Zweihander would probably two-shot these guys. I'm such a simp for that weapon. It's so good in this game. Not really as good in the later games. They kind of take away the move list. Wait, I haven't died yet since that first time, right? Because if not, I might be able to... About to grab me. I might be able to get my souls. I was here earlier, if you recognize this area. This is where I got the shield. You don't have to fight that that guy I fought earlier to get here, obviously, if you have that master key. Since we're here, I might as well grab my souls. Wouldn't hurt. Unless that guy hurts the hell out of me again. Where my souls at? Are they here? There they are. Yeah, we might have to go for it. But that guy's definitely right below me. Oh, he jumped down too. He said, yeah. Yeah, and? I'm good. We're good. Alright. We're safe. We're safe for now, chat. Let's put this heavy armor back on. Even if it does slow us down. I like being thick. I like being chunky in this game. What if I on some lighter pants? Will I? Nope, still be heavy rolling. Take this off. Okay, there we go. That works. Just the gauntlets look so dumb, or the gloves that I have. I want to go get that. I want to get that armor set that's down here. We don't even need to fight a boss to get it. We just go run and grab it real quick. This is the dark. There he is, cool. Dark forest. Glowy lights here and there. Oh man. Yeah, these guys take a lot more damage. Yeah, if I had the Zweihander equipped, you guys would see just how easily that thing washes some of these guys. I feel like that is definitely the winning weapon of this game. I think I would argue that the Cross Naginata in Elden Ring is probably the best weapon in the game, just because you can put ice scaling on it and it would still pair with the blood, which is really good. Strength. Being able to poke and apply blood loss and frostbite to every one of those bosses really like made that DLC very easy. Aside from just the pokey build. Time to get the Oscar armor all the way over here. There it is. Look at that. Alright, we're not gonna stick around because there's some jerks in here. Oh, oh shit. Got stuck. Yep, big boys. Big boys. Make sure we got the armor. Looking a little cleaner. Oh. Took away my ability to sit. Followed me. Oh, poise, man. I missed that so much. I just took that hit and barely flinched. I love it. Zip through it. This weapon needs some juice in it. Come on. There we go. Okay. Let's get those gloves on. Let's get that armor on. Let's get a helmet on. And now we look cool. Oof, and we're heavy rolling, but that's okay. You know, so that's fine too. I like that enough. That way you get to see the nose sticking out. Heavy boy. We are heavy. We got defense. Might be able to buy some upgrade gear from the blacksmith if we can manage it. You know what? Nah, we don't need to fight these guys. Well, souls though. Never mind. I take that back. We might be buying stuff soon, and we'll probably want some souls on us. Even if these guys do take a little bit longer to kill. Like strafing them and them being able to do nothing. Pretty crazy. Kingsfield still teaching the good lessons. Ugh. We'll probably fight this church boss and then maybe call it after that. But we'll probably we'll try going human to see if we can find some human players. I wouldn't mind summoning some folk for some jolly cooperation. Noticing someone is streaming Dragon Quest X? Excuse me? I just want to play Dragon Quest X anymore. Alright. Juice me up. Alright, we got it to +2. Probably good enough.
Get yourself. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Thanks for coming by, Mild Me. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Alright. Nah, we putting the helmet on. I like this helmet too much. I've been sort of rocking the melted version of it in Elden Ring. I like the fingerprint set a lot. Very good. Very good set. I almost forgot to reverse my hollowing. Way we can summon some homies. Looks like someone just beat it. Hell yeah. Reverse that shit. You know what? We could probably use with some... I could take a Kindle, too. Pop it. Lock it. Oops, I accidentally left. I didn't mean to do that. Kindle this, because this is a very important bonfire. Yep, we'll take it. I'm not much of a trophy hunter when it comes to video games. Someone in the chat was asking about that. Typically I do trophy hunt for some games if I'm really into them, but I don't know if Elden Ring is going to be one of those games. I mean, I think I only really trophy hunted for like a Dead Rising game, and like I was thinking about doing Dead Rising 1 recently on PlayStation. My friends were talking about like, hey, I got this platinum here. I think the only platinum I have is in the JoJo fighting game on PS3. So, I mean, and that's not a hard... None of those are hard to get. Fighting game trophies are pretty easy depending on the game. But I wouldn't know what to do with... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have that much interest, I guess, in doing Elden Ring's trophies. I know that like it's basically like beat the game a bunch of times, which I have learned is very easy if you like know the routes, but I don't really want to don't know, that does not appeal to me, the idea of like replaying that game to get every single ending, because I'm not really interested in a lot of those endings. I don't care about the Golden Order ending, I don't care about the regular ending, I don't care about the Magic Ronnie ending or whatever. I don't care about... The only one I really like is the Frenzy ending, because I think it looks the coolest. It like fits the vibe and it has like a cool cliffhanger. Oh. I have not looked at your trophies. I have a few friends who are platinum trophy hunters. They have a lot. I have a buddy who has completed every single Assassin's Creed game and got all the platinums in them, and I'm like, that's cool, I guess. I would not do that, but that's cool that you spent all your time doing that. Yes. Trophy hunting definitely feels like a time you have time to kill kind of thing, and not really like a... I don't know. Chuck Play DS. Knight Solaire. Ray Sarpluto. We're gonna do this guy. Chucky. And then you. Of course you're coming in, bro. You're the jolly cooperator. We got to cooperate with Solaire. Right? Come on, man. Classic. Hello. Let's get the shrug in here. Alright. We do it. Big boss time. Let's see how Pokey Pete handles this. Or Pokey Peter, rather. Sorry. Oof. Oof. Mm. I think we got this. I think we got this. Yeah, I need a better shield, definitely. Definitely. This guy's already almost dead, and the other guy just showed up. Well, my buddies did it. Let's go. Thank you, Solaire and Chuck Plays DS. That was some jolly cooperation you guys did just then. Oh well. I have not played LA Noire, but that is probably the first of the Rockstar games I will play aside from Red Dead Redemption. Like, when I go back, yeah, I'm playing LA Noire. I feel like I have a family member I think that would really enjoy playing that with me, but we'll have to see. I would like to play that with someone. That's a really cool game. And also, I would like to play it in black and white. Because I think the black and white aesthetic fits that perfectly. I really dig the, I like police procedures in an era where it was still kind of experimental. Like, it's really smart, and, like, the vibes in that game, from what I've seen, are on point. I also like that that game is not just a third-person cover-based shooter. I mean, it does have that, but it has way more like actual mystery to it, like solving stuff. That's cool to me. So yeah, we rung the bell. The first of the 2 bells that that guy was speaking of. And then there's this guy. Just chilling.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Kareem, the Park. Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
He's a sin lover, sin hater, sin worker. We got the gesture. That's all we want. Let's abandon the covenant. That's right. Way of Light is over. GG's Way of Light. What do you got? You got some stuff. You got a talisman. You got some rings. Yeah, I don't really need any of this.
Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
You know, Souls like shit. I have not played Max Payne 3 all the way through. I started playing it, but I have played all of Max Payne 1 and 2, even on stream. I replayed them. I don't really like Max Payne 3 so much when I played it. It's okay, but it kind of... It's not the same vibe. I think the thing that really killed it for me was, like, I was sitting around looking at a TV screen like one would do in your average Max Payne game, and then the game overed me because I was taking my time, and I was like, alright, I'm good on this. Also, just some of the stuff they do with bullet time is just weird. Like, you can hurt yourself doing the shoot dodge, and that just doesn't feel fun at all. Like, just ragdolling into random geometry when you're trying to be like, do like cool action movie stuff. I don't know. Rockstar didn't know what they were doing with that. They did not get the memo on what Max Payne is supposed to feel or be like, in my opinion. I will probably end up playing through that all the way through just for James, just to hear his voice. That's it. Like, I don't have a lot of reason to play more of it other than that. Level up. Get our vitality up. And attunement, why not? Well, no. Let's go. Yeah, strength. Let's even those numbers out a little bit. I think that Remedy did discuss making a Max Payne remaster of 1 and 2, which would be awesome if it was in the Northlight engine, because there's a few sequences in Alan Wake 2 that feel like prototype Max Payne stuff, like, in that engine, and that would be like one of the most satisfying games if it came out now. That being said, I would be really sad if they had to, like, find a different voice actor, if they couldn't, like, somehow, like, HDify all the voice acting for him, because I feel like that's got to muddy the works up a little bit because they were working on that Max Payne I think they started working on the Max Payne remaster like after they finished Alan Wake 2, maybe. They might be working on Control 2 right now, but if they make those Max Payne remasters like they discussed, that would be amazing because there's. I like those. I think those are my favorite playing Remedy games still. Like, the Alan Wake 2 is the peak of Remedy in terms of storytelling, and all the crazy stuff that they get up to gameplay-wise. But I think that Max Payne is just more satisfying to play in general. Like, the fighting enemies in that just feels better in every way. I'm gonna take this elevator and look where we are. Looking familiar? It should be. This is the vibe zone, god damn it. This guy's still standing around.
Oh, I will teach you miracle. Come
Anyways,
again. The effect.
still teach us stuff even though we're not part of his crew anymore. Let's see what this fella has to say.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now.
I look pretty different from the first time I saw this guy.
But it's going to be suicide.
I went from being a naked man to a dude in a full set of armor with
Don't
a spear and a shield that looks damaged as
your
shit.
weapons. You'd better find a smith box soon. Unless you enjoy swinging about with blunt instruments.
I should get the smith box. That's actually kind of handy. I forgot about that. Also, now that we've rung one of the bells... Oh, okay, never mind. Not yet. Someone's schnoozing in here. Yeah, I just want to take a second to like sort of look around this area because, I mean, I'm probably going to call it here, but to sort of, oh hey, look, another guy showed up. Sort of to showcase the story stuff going on in this. I think this, I think this kingdom design is rad. Like this whole like layered like city going further and further down. Like people have boundary broke this game and like moved the camera out there to see there's a whole town down there, and like you in the main game you're actually able to go all the way down this pit. Like that's another zone down there, and you'll be able to go up top eventually to see what's above everything. And I don't know, I just think the world design in this is extremely tight. Like this is a very cool aesthetic for a medieval type fantasy game, especially for Japanese game. I feel like typically they have like anime characters. I mean, Dragon Quest is probably your most by the numbers Japanese RPG, and that game has like a hard Dragon Ball like art style due to Akira Toriyama, rest in peace, working on that. So this is kind of cool. It's kind of got that, got that Western aesthetic, but it's still it finds its own identity in the bleakness, I would say. Some of the armor designs get rad, and there's some cool dudes that you meet later. It's just a cool game in general. I really like this game a lot. Big fan. But we're probably going to call it there. just wanted to give this Pokey Pete build a try. I might do some more of it on my own time just to, like, you know, get those good weapons and shields and stuff just to see if it works, but I don't know. I could be convinced to stream more of this in the future if need be, but for now I think that's all I wanted to do. And I appreciate everyone showing up for the stream. It was very kind of you. Spend some time with me. Relax and take in this great game. So, yep, that's gonna be it. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you watching, and hope you have a good rest of your day. Take it easy, guys.